Hey friends, it's me, Erin, your friendly neighborhood energy alchemist with today's Schumann resonance report for Wednesday, September the 25th. It's cold outside. All right, you guys, our graph updated this morning at about 3:30 this morning Central Time, and as you can see, we are still getting a lot of new energy. We've had a lot of CMEs going off in the last few days. A very active sunspot has kind of come awake lately, so a lot of energy coming in, a lot of high intensity, high vibrational energy. We did get like two tiny full body shots right at 3 and 4 p.m. yesterday afternoon, and then this energy started coming in at about 11 p.m. of course Central Time yesterday. I fully expect this energy to continue when we get an update from the graph again, and I will tell you, I was wide awake at 2 o'clock this morning. I couldn't go back to sleep. I don't know what, I just woke up wide awake. Ding, here I am, world, ready to go. Once I did eventually go back to sleep, about an hour later, I was having a ton of wild dreams, and they had a lot of heavy, dense emotion in them. And it's like, I can't remember exactly what it was, but I remember the emotion that was attached. And when I woke up for good this morning, it was odd. I woke up straight out of a dream, and I don't remember what was happening in the dream, but the emotion I was feeling, I could not place it. I don't know if that's only ever happened to me, but I couldn't understand what I was feeling. I couldn't think of a word for it. I wasn't necessarily sad. I wasn't happy. I wasn't all these different things. And it was such an odd feeling. And from the dream, I knew in the dream I was leaving someone behind, and I didn't know who it was. And I remember looking for an apartment for myself and feeling like, oh, okay, now I got to figure this out kind of thing. But it was such an odd feeling. Something else I will tell you is I've had a lot of low-key nausea just kind of in the background. I don't feel it on a general basis, but as soon as I try to eat something the last few days, it sort of sticks its head up and reminds me that it's there. And I'm not sick anymore. I was sick last week, like at the end of last week, but I am not sick, haven't been sick for several days. And I don't know if this is related to that, but it doesn't really feel like it. It feels more vibrational. It feels like I'm fine until I try to put something into my body. I've literally eaten almost nothing in the last 5 days. I've literally lost 6 pounds, and I'm not doing it on purpose. And if I get to the point where I can eat, I do, but it's almost like my body is just rejecting food. And I don't know why or what this means, or if it means anything other than I'm a weirdo. Because I believe in listening to my body, I'm not forcing myself to eat anything right now. I'm just eating when I'm hungry. So for example, yesterday I had a cheese stick and an apple, and that was the whole day. And that's literally all I wanted. So I feel like something is changing inside my body, and I feel like the sickness I went through was part of that change. And I know how that sounds, and I know there's going to be people who come at me and say I'm crazy and all this stuff, but I can only tell you what I'm receiving. So if it feels like you're changing physically, maybe you are. In meditation this morning, it was all about following your instincts and listening to your heart and listening to what you want. There's a lot of ideas I have that are kind of rolling around in my head that I've put off, and all those ideas were brought back to my attention this morning in meditation, as if to remind me that following my passion doesn't necessarily have to mean I'm following one specific thing. Maybe it's multiple things that help me feel this passion, and it's okay to follow those. And if one of those that you're following suddenly doesn't hold passion for you anymore, that's okay. You don't have to keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? But it was really about spreading out my passion and finding more than one way to feed it in my day instead of just focusing all my energy on one thing. Specifically, the analogy that was given to me is if you only set one hook in the water, you can only catch one fish, right? All right, here's our cards for today. The first card is hesitation. And what my guides are telling us is that your hesitation and holding on to your self-addictions, like the need for validation, the need for proof, the need for other people to understand your story, is what's holding you where you feel stuck. It's you, friend. It's your focus and what you're doing. So what you're being asked to do is release these things that you're holding on to and allow your own ambitions to find you. Those dreams, desires, and things you want to do for yourself, allow those to come to the surface instead of all the things that other people are telling you should want to do. You have to find the thing you actually want to do. And when you can release the need to make everybody else happy and understand, that's when that emotional wisdom comes forward that helps drive you forward on your path, kind of like a roadmap or a GPS showing you where to go. But if you're constantly listening to everybody else's opinions of your journey, you're never going to be able to see it. Today's reading really feels like it's reminding us that it's not our job to convince anybody of our story. It's not. Just us. The only person that you need to convince is you. And anyone else who doesn't want to believe in your story, that's their choice. But the less you believe in yours is not going to make them believe in it anymore. You know what I'm saying? Let's start this day out right. The sun is starting to rise behind this area here. It's getting lower and lower each morning I come out here. All right, we're going to take a nice big deep breath together, right? All the way down to your toes. Nice big deep breath in and out. And just remind yourself that today is a great day. It's my day, and I can do anything I want with this day. I can choose to have a bad day, or I can choose to have an amazing day, and it's not dependent on anybody else but me. How powerful is that? That's amazing. That's amazing. It's a great day, friends. It's a great day.